Good afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View with the team reveal. The team will be revealed just shortly. Let me just this is all changed. There we go. Team lineups will be out in around about 25 minutes or so. We are a little bit earlier. There is other games on this afternoon. And do they kick off at the same time? Who cares? Who cares? We will get the team up as soon as it's available. So there's a couple of bits of news that's kicking about. Click on the news screen just now. Junior Adamu is on his way to Glasgow, and news coming out of France also. Visit to the FC Lorient transfer news. Joe Mvuka is set to join Glasgow Celtic also. It's coming out of France today. So it looks like Celtic are going to get in at least a minimum of 2 players. Will they get in? Will they get in a defender? Or are we going to be relying, and this is crazy, are we going to be relying on Stephen Welsh until the end of the season? Unbelievable if we end up with Stephen Welsh until the end of the season. It would just be absolutely crazy. 1st of February, no signings so far. Look at Duds. Yeah, it's pretty much is it. Is this another loan? Yes, both players are loan players. Both players. Celtic are reluctant to spend cash. The talk's coming out. It's coming out all the news that Celtic are very reluctant. But anyway, so I'm not going to get overly excited about it. We'll wait until obviously it is confirmed. But there is confirmation that there's one of the players is on his way to on his way to the UK for his medical. It's absolute madness, if you ask me. But never mind. Let's jump on this one. Celtic take on Falkirk this afternoon. We all know that at least one of the defenders, at least one of our defenders is out for the game this afternoon. You can't make it up, which means that we'll go into the game with either Dane Murray or Stephen Welsh at the back beside Liam Scales. Absolutely, what a mess. What a mess we're in this, the final stages. Cameron Carter-Vickers is long-term injury, as we all know, as is Alistair Johnston. Just get big Cammy in on the screen. When you look, will Araujo get some game time today? Sarachi? Colby Donovan? Could we put Tony Ralston in the middle? Kieran Tierney? It's another fine mess. I mean, we do have an abundance of players at the back. You would think. I mean, we're carrying too many players for. I mean, you've got 2 for every position, I suppose, more than that. But when it comes to the centre backs, we are way, way, way down quality wise. I mean, Stephen Welsh should be able to do it today, surely. I mean, Stephen Welsh is bound to be up for this one today. Colby Donovan, he might start. He's having a fantastic run. But do you keep Colby Donovan for the Aberdeen game? I would rather Colby Donovan was kept for Aberdeen. Um, Tierney, do you rest him for the Aberdeen game? Bring on the other guys? Dane Murray, still at Celtic, having come through for the B team. A lot of people say that he's not really up there. But the fact is Cameron Carter-Vickers, Alistair Johnson's out. Austin Trusty is banned from this game, which leaves us Liam Scales is the most, well, you could say it's between Liam Scales and Tierney as for the most, well, Tierney's obviously the most experienced. But in the centre too, Stephen Welsh and Liam Scales. This is what it's like to be Celtic. Fucking about. It's bonkers. Midfield today, will it be Benji Negrin, Luke McCown, Arnie Engels, who might be leaving the club in the next 24 hours? There is a lot of speculation about Arnie Engels today. It will be interesting to see if Arnie Engels does play today. Because if he doesn't, speculation will be rife that he could be on his way to either Nottingham Forest or RB Leipzig. I don't think Celtic would allow him to travel before the game. It's looking like Monday's going to be a very busy day at Celtic. Do you start with Rio Hatate in the midfield? Callum McGregor will start, but who starts in the middle beside him? Will it be Benji Negrin, Rio Hatate? Or Arnie Engels, Benji Negrin? You're going to change it. You need to change it, surely, for this game today. Martin O'Neill will know that there's the game against Aberdeen. He will see that the game against Aberdeen could potentially be the trickier game. So do you add a bit of rotation in that midfield this afternoon? The team will be out in just over 15 minutes time. And then there's the forward positions. Obviously Jota's out injured. Yang, Big Tam, I think he'll start today. Surely. He needs to start today. Get him some more game time for that Aberdeen. Mikael Ange Balak-Wisha, what will happen to him? Will he be allowed to leave if Celtic do get in these wingers on loan? Kelechi Iheanacho, will he start today? Callum Osmond, possibly the brightest talent in the forward position that we have at Celtic right now, who is injured pretty much until the next couple of weeks. We don't know exactly when Callum Osmond will be back. Tenecti, does he get sold? Johnny Kenny. I mean, when you look at it, we've got Johnny Kenny, you've got Kelechi Iheanacho, you've got Big Tam as your strikers. We're looking to bring in another striker. 4-1 doesn't go unless it's a weird party. Dirty looks. But yeah. Anyway, Kelechi Iheanacho, Johnny Kenny. You can even throw Dyson Maeda into the mix there. But it's interesting times at Celtic, and it's going to be a busy day tomorrow when Celtic finally get their act together and get some players in. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the right screen. You taking golf, Baz? Yeah, we're talking golf. Do you know? Chris, how are you this afternoon? Evening all, he says. What temperature was it today? It was 30 degrees. He's been sitting basking in 30 degrees down in Australia. But it is humid. But anyway, we turn our thoughts to the game. Let's see if there's any update from anyone regarding transfers. 44 minutes ago. Let me just see. Joe Muka doesn't really impress too much based on his 24-25 season. In the second tier in France, I mean, we're going for players. I said that this would happen. We're going for players that are in lower tiers, not the main country's top leagues, and it's just unbelievable. He's in Australia, mate. He is in Australia, and it is their summertime in Australia just now, isn't it? So yeah, Mavuka. He's hardly played this season. It's not looking good, I'll tell you that. Celtic FC. Matchday at Paradise. Celtic have put out a picture where it's whoever took I don't know if it's cloudy or if it's just really bad. I mean, you think they would adjust the camera so you could see what the skies are. It just looks like it's white at Celtic Park. Definitely doesn't look sunny. The pitch looks okay. The pitch looks amazing. What's that? It's sticking out the pitch. Can't see. Zoom in on that. No. Paradise pitch is looking amazing. The game today is available on pay-per-view on Celtic TV. Mavuka is the Timu. He is. He's the Timu version of Mark Viduka. Michelle, really? I'm in Glasgow. It's no sunny. Yeah, I'm just looking at the picture that Celtic put out. You can't see the clouds or anything. You can't see if it's just white. Don't know, so it doesn't look very good at all. I'm just. I want to know if Celtic will actually bring in a defender. Sean Dixon says we were willing to pay 6.5 million for a winger nobody's heard of. Well, we weren't prepared to pay 6.5 million. That seems to be the thing, and that's why the deal has collapsed. But don't give Motherwell money plus Welsh for a guy who's proven in Scotland. Yeah, there's no disputing it. You cannot dispute the madness behind what's going on at Celtic Football Club right now, because ultimately it's bonkers. But then Motherwell don't want to sell their best player. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to sell if well, we did. We sold Kyogo last year at this very time, which is unbelievable to think. Really, I think everybody was hoping that we were going to bring in a striker that would make an immediate impact. This guy that's been brought in on loan, I think that's just to make up numbers. Why doesn't Martin O'Neill trust Johnny Kenny? I mean, there's something going on at the background that we're not privy to. That's for sure. The team will be out in 10 minutes' time, and I think there's going to be big changes in the team. Same as the transfer window, blank. Yeah, I would rather COVID entered the building at some point. These players, yeah. Bowie away to Italy. David Gray on the radio. Yeah, I know Bowie's away to Italy. That happened on Friday. Bowie for Hibs is already signed for the Italians. Happened on Friday. Where you been, Stephen? There's no on his way. He's in Italy, and the deal's done. They've paraded him as a player. It reached 36 in the shade yesterday. It's 9:34 p.m. now. Exactly 30 degrees. I've played a few games over 42 here. And in the Middle East, Avatar, Melto. Might watch the game, might clean my oven. Can't tell which one brings me more enjoyment right now. Oslo doesn't have ovens. They have open fires to cook that meat on. How is Oslo this afternoon? Why is there things popping up on the screen? Look at the stats of the guys you've been. Yeah, I've done it, and it's not looking good at all. Good win today for the boys. Won the hoops. Celtic over the Provicek for the Motherwell boy. So far, we've brought in 2 players, both played in Germany. I think this has got Fozzie's name written all over it. You could be right there because he was an assistant manager in Germany. We forget that. I'll wait and see. Board's couldn't care less about the team, more interested about profit. I don't think it's. It all comes down to Nicholson again. All fingers. And I know that I sound like a broken record, but for a deal to collapse on the 1st of February, because Nicholson can't put a deal together, it's Nicholson. All fingers are pointing at Nicholson. But yet you'll get some Celtic supporters that will say, fuck the back the boards. You know, but anyway. What's the point anymore? I'm sick of these loans scraping the bottom of the barrel because we're being tight. Crazy, we won't let Welsh go. We're totally messing him about. We are. You've got to feel for Stephen Welsh. You know. Are you keeping an eye on their game? I will do. I mean, the score will come up in this part here. I take it both games are kicking off at the same time. No, they're not. No, their game kicks off. Their game's kicked off, is it not? Kicks off in 20 minutes. Their game starts in 20 minutes. We'll keep tabs on it. I mean, it will come up with the scoreline here if anything happens. But no, we'll keep tabs on it. And I hate watching them because anytime that I watch them, they win. So I tend not to watch them. Oslo has open fires out and indoor freezers out. Yeah, they do. Thailand's in the house. There we go. Thailand and Australia are in the house this morning. Let's keep that one. Right this season off. Disgusted with Celtic. Miserable. 5 minutes until the team is out. I'll stick the nut in the oven rather than watch Celtic TV. Oh, Chris. I can't put that one up on the screen, Chris. I can't put that one up on the screen. A win's all that matters, yeah, it is that. I watched the highlight video of the winger that were linked to. There's no point in watching the highlight video. We've seen highlight videos of Michelangelo Balak Wisher, and he was meant to be amazing. Never thought it'd be a day with Connors fearing playing Falkirk at home. Folks, do you think Celtic will sign me? My stats are 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 minutes played. Sounds like I'm a Celtics guy. Oh, jeez. The Dutch and the Germans were good for training the youth. Seems nowadays it's the Scandinavians. It's more to do with why you pay for big player the next manager might not want loans to see us through the season. Yeah, there is that, but surely the Martin O'Neill has a duty of care to leave the squad in a good position for the next manager, because right now you're looking at numerous players. Obviously, the loan players that come in then go away. We're then going to have to bring in a manager after the season. You're then going to have to try and get players in before pre-season starts. All we're doing is we're fucking it up. Sorry for swearing, but we're royally giving the next manager a mountain to climb. It's a rebuild in the summer. If you look at Dyson Maeda once away, if you look at Rio Hatate, well into the last year of his contract. Also, that could be two phenomenal players. You're looking at having to bring in another striker. You're looking to have to bring in the loan players that we're bringing in. You're going to have to replace them. You're looking at having to bring in two defenders, because I think we'll need to bring in two defenders, and it's bonkers. There is no way that a manager will be able to do that in his first window. We're playing with fire when it comes to next season. We're putting at risk the chance of winning anything. There's Martin O'Neill. Martin O'Neill with his tin flute on. It's a bit of a royal wave that you're giving us there, Martin. Let's get that down. Let's get that picture of Martin O'Neill up. Till the team's released in 2 minutes' time. There he is, the man himself. The man of the moment. Where would we be without Martin O'Neill? I tell you one thing, we've got a lot to thank Martin O'Neill for. That is for sure. Right, team news will be out in a minute. Come on, Martin, what have you done today? How many changes has Martin O'Neill made to the team today? Martin O'Neill to tell them to F off and walk, sir. Don't think so. You've got to love all these posts that think that Martin O'Neill should walk, Martin O'Neill should do this, Martin O'Neill should do that. We're still in Europe, mate. Don't care, but Martin O'Neill should just walk. One less than a minute to go until the team are out. I always get nervous at this point because it's like, what if? Hibs will win today and we will win 3 or 4-0. If only. That is a big if only. Will it be a big scoreline today? Will it be a Celtic 4? Will it be a Celtic 4? Oh! The team is out. And I'll get it up on the screen now. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, yeah, let's get this up on the screen. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. There is your team for this afternoon. Let's just get that down there. We'll make it a little bit wider. Can we make it wider? Schmeichel up there. Schmeichel, Araujo, Murray, Scales, Tierney. Whoa, he's went with Dane Murray. He's went with Dane Murray. There is no Welsh is on the bench. What are we doing to Welsh? Welsh is on the bench. So we went Schmeichel, Araujo, Murray, Scales, Tierney. At the back, McGregor, Engels, Benji Negrin in the midfield. Then we went with the front three of Yang, Dyson Maeda, and Big Tam the Czech. Big Tam the Czech is up front. Sinisalo, McCown, Iniacho, Tenecte, Bernardo, Hartate, Forrest, Donovan, and Welsh for backup defender. Unbelievable. That is your team this afternoon. Now that you've seen the team, I think Celtic will win this one quite convincingly. Just reading some of the comments, absolutely bonkers. Who do you think Welsh is going to be a Sevco supporter by the time we're done with them? Yeah, there's more than likely. Right, get some scoreline predictions now that you've seen that team playing Wilfred Nancy system now. Nah, I don't think so. That's a 4-3-3 written all over it. I felt that a bit. Poof. I thought Donovan had been. Yeah, no, he doesn't rate Balak Wisha at all. I mean, Balak Wisha's getting nowhere near that team, is he? Anyway. Big Tam the Czech to score today. I'm taking Big Tam the Czech to score. Callum to pick up an injury, like a hamstring, then we'll see a massive distance faster there. Good afternoon. 3-0, come on you boys in green. 4-0 hopefully. 2-0 Celtic. 8-0 to us. 2-1 to us if we're lucky. 4-1 the Hoops. 3-1. 3-1. Wonder what Dyson's going to do. Is he going to turn up? Yeah. 4-0 Celtic. 4-0 Celtic. 4-0 Celtic. Big Tam to get a double today. Big Tam the Czech to get a double. I think that there could be something in that. Martin O'Neill said Murray is ahead of Welsh. No surprise there. 2-0 says Haggis, Neeps and Tatties. 3-1 says Sean. Murray slows everything down. Not good enough. Is that he slows everything down? Murray needs to be playing beside an older, experienced defender. Murray needs to be given time. He's to get up to the standard that's required at Celtic. It's games like this you could say that bringing Murray in would be an easy option. Rate Balak Wisher. Does anyone? Balak Wisher is as useful as a chocolate teapot. 3-1 Celtic. Tam for the hat-trick. 2-2. Jeez, Big Tam double the day. 4-1. 4-0 Celtic champions. 2-1 Celtic. Celtic need to score a few goals. We need to score. He'll for Amsterdam. Come on, you boys in green. So we've got Amsterdam in the house today. We've got Thailand and we've got Australia in the house today. Is it that one? Yeah, Thailand. And where was the other one? There we go. Just keep that. Going off last week, it's swapping between a 4-3-3 and a 4-4-2. Watch the game, Thomas and Dyson side by side. Yeah, it could be that. Could be that. Maybe Martin O'Neill's trying to just get them ready. Balak Pisha is the modern day Rafael Shait. 3-1 Celtic. Balak Pisha. 4-0 Celtic. Come on the hoops. 4-1. 3-1 says Bolton Boy. Whoa. He's in the house. And he reckons it is going to be Celtic now. Falkirk 5. Oh, he wishes, but it's always good to see you on the channel. Depends if we play 90 minutes rather than 20. 3-1 to Celtic. Rocco and Yang link up superbly. Shame Maida can't work like that with KT. No Trusty. No Trusty he's banned. He got a red card in the last game. So Trusty was never going to be available for the game today. 4-0, Big Tam to score. 2-1, Big Tam to score. Tam Tam, he's our man. He can do it. We'll wait for Benji. 5-1. Checks and Nigran to score, says Scotty Boy. Trusty suspended. We need to stop tiring. No goals. That's that. Shocking Welsh is playing instead of Murray. Thought Neil preferred experience. Do you play Welsh and potentially if he was to get injured, could be a fact that Welsh is away to Motherwell tomorrow. And if he's not, it means that we are not bringing in a defender. Celtic are still trying to bring in a defender. Will Welsh be used as part of a last-minute deal to bring in the Motherwell player? Celtics win 3-0. Playing a Scottish youngster in games we were expected to win. Classic Martin O'Neill. That's how we develop so many youngsters. Yeah, it is. Don't know. It's a game that you would think that Murray should be able to do okay in. You've got to give Murray game time. And people say he's not good enough. He slows the games down. He's come through the academy. I mean, Colby Donovan's been getting plenty of game time. So you take him out of the game. It's good man management by Martin O'Neill. I don't know. It is all about making sure that they're not put under too much pressure. It's using the team the correct way. That is classic Martin O'Neill. I wish Brendan Rodgers had done that at his time at Celtic. We would have been in a far better position if Brendan Rodgers did do that. But anyway, I'm from Greenland, Craig Nuke. Remember when we had a good strong bench? Yeah, Falkirk, Celtic 3, Falkirk 0. Chris says, I feel like I've had a night out in Amsterdam. 7-0. I'm not going to ask what you've been up to tonight, mate, since it is night time with you and down under in Australia. You feel like you've had a night out in Amsterdam. That could go one of two ways, mate. 6-1 is Celtic. I'm exotic. Southside country of Birmingham. All over the world. 3-1 Celtic. Angus is going for 3-0. 5-0 Falkirk. Puts myself, what a crazy guy. Actie's on here all the time. He's a good one. He's just a Falkirk fan. Falkirk are playing well at the moment. It might be hard to keep a clean sheet, but we'll be too strong. 3-1. 4-1. Big Tam hat-trick. Big score today from the boys in green. 5-0 from Brisbane. Well, the Australians are late night tonight for them, isn't it? Hail from Greenland. You're not from Greenland. Don't believe that one at all. Kilwinning in the house today. There we go. 6-0 Celtic. Big Tam with a hat-trick. 3-0 today, says Nord Celt coming out of Oslo. 4-0 the boys. Can we not send Michelangelo on loan to the end of the season as part of the deal? Don't know. Yang to score today with our on-form player, Benji Nigran. Tell you one thing, Hatate getting dropped to the bench again. Martin O'Neill doesn't piss about. I think it's fantastic. Don't know, because under Brendan Rodgers, Hatate would have walked straight back into the team. Don't know, so we'll wait and see. If I hear the name Donovan, I think of the folk singer. Well, at least you're not thinking of a certain guy that was in East End and what was it called? What was that Australian soap back in the day with Kylie? Neighbours, that was it. 5-2, 2-0 Celtic, 2-1 Celtic. Can we sign Maloney as striker? Why are people saying it's going to be big scores? We struggled to beat Falkirk only a few weeks ago. says someone with a hangover. It's 1 a.m. here in Melbourne. Staying up to watch the game. 5-0, 1 a.m. I salute you. You know, it takes a lot of, especially because you're going into Monday morning. Do you pull the Monday special? Good night, mate. Yeah. Celtic was on Celtic was on the telly last night. Oh mate, it's fucking shit. I've got the shits because of it. Oh man. Do you pull a sickie on a Monday morning since it's 1 a.m? It's going to be like 3 o'clock in the morning. On the gaffer. That's done. I'm going to TikTok. I'm going to Instagram. See my mate Chop Chop. He'll be he's down that way. Welsh is only valued at 800k. Would be easier just to let him go for a free, a lot cheaper, especially on wages. You still need to get some money out in for him because he's came through the academy. You know, you could let players go for nothing, but every player's got his price, and he is worth 800k. But I know what you're saying. He should have been sold as part of a deal. 3-0 big Tam. Yes, get rid of Welsh. Well, he's on the bench, so we can't. Forget they're still using Welsh as a carrot. Yeah, we're still using Welsh as a carrot right until the last minute. You know, so. Did you hear Desmond's name come up in the recent Epstein files? No, I didn't. I don't look at shite news, funnily enough, and I don't look at like speculation and shit. It's amazing that you spent so much time looking at that kind of nonsense. It says more about you, mate, when you kind of look at that. If that's the kind of stuff that floats your boat on a daily basis. I'm far too busy to look at nonsense on the news myself. But anyway, we carry on. Just going to go there. 8-0. Taylor hat trick. We need to start taking our missed chances. Yeah, we do that. Are the Green Brigade back? No, they're not. No, they're not. The Green Brigade won't be back for the foreseeable. I can't see the Green Brigade getting back anytime soon. Welsh to go to Well and a 5 million deal for the striker. You think so? We'll wait and see. Can't believe how Martin O'Neill picks Dies Maida. Well, you look at the bench. I mean, who do you leave off Dies Maida, and who do you bring on? Tenecti? You know, Dyson's still better than what we've got, unfortunately. That may change in the next 24 hours. You never know. Dyson Maida may be gone in the next 24 hours. We don't know. Someone's window shopping in Amsterdam. Do you remember Martin O'Neill putting Johan Malbia up front in the game? No, really. 3-1 Celtic. Good afternoon, troops. Stephen Johnson. Greetings from the holy city of Carfin. Do they still have the social club there? It's a great social club. Carfin. Been there many times. Many times. Give them Welsh on loan and Johnny Kenny if his calf is okay. So they've got a striker, and we can have 3 strikers. I'm going to give up on transfer talk until after the game, because surely we'll get some information after the game this afternoon. 5-1 the Hoops. Did Falkirk fan get muted? He's always in here. He's not Han. No, he doesn't get muted. He just comes in, says he's peaced and buggers off. He doesn't. He hasn't been muted, and he doesn't get muted. When's Jota back next season? Welsh on the bench? Yes, Welsh is on the bench. If you see right down, right there. 3-1 today. Willie Sinclair says 3-1. Martin O'Neill raging with Hattati for his red card versus Bologna. Count Beath is always in the house. 4 million for Welsh and the Motherwell striker. We'd be as well going for Jason Donovan. We would be. Dunno. The YouTube reels themselves the dug shit. Wouldn't waste your time. Has at Stonehenge this afternoon with the kids. Disappointed not to see the midfield being rotated. You're at Stonehenge with the kids. I've been there. It's a bit of a disappointment, really. It's just stones, and you've got to park way down that hill, and you've got to walk. You can get a bus, but we done it in the summer, so we just walked up. But you can get a bus for the visitors park up to the thing. But anyway, that's a different conversation. 4-0, Yang, Big Tam 2. And I'm from the backside of the moon. Benji's contributed 22 goals already. Fans don't rate him. I don't understand. It's always the same. Ramsey Street. Ay. Thank you. I've been here for 41 minutes. We need goals. 1-1 and 1-0, 2-0 isn't good enough. Yeah, we need at least. I'm not even going to worry about it because we need to win 4-0 every game this month. But anyway, I've got the Neighbours box set. No, mate. Never. I like Hatate, but the one thing that annoys me is his reactions to losing the ball or messing up. He stops, puts his head down, and yeah, he does. And that 20 seconds, 30 seconds, near enough minute of him going in the huff. Teams take advantage of that. And Rio doesn't deserve a place in the team. He's been poor for a while. Because that, I'm going to jump through to the end of the comments. There is a super chat come in from Magnus. Hail from Orkney. Let's get into them. Hail from Orkney. First time. Oh, there it just came up there. Well done to Magnus for that. Thank you for that. 3-1 Celtic. Get into them. Said it before, I'll say it again. Colby Donovan to be our next captain. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. Do you think that Colby Donovan will... Do you think that Colby Donovan will stay, or do you think he'd be sold like a £25 million player was? There are more standing stones older in Orkney. Yes, there are that. But the ones in England get all the press. Get Junior tape, the Bodo guy and the lad from Well. Well, the Junior guy's coming in. That's looking like it is a deal done. Is that updated yet? Let me just put the team over here a second. No, it's not updated. Hibs game is kicked off. It is. I'll put the team over here. Still 0-0. The other game has kicked off already. Put the team. So you're not going to see the subs now. Because I'll just have to do it. That is the live game that's going on just now. We're not putting more than 2 past Falkirk. Tell you that right now. I don't think we will. Celtic should aim for 5 or 6 goals. We should do. They wanted to build a tunnel past Stonehenge. That road that drives past it's mental. But you're not allowed stolen. Stop on. First we need to win and then worry about the score. Hope we sell Rio on deadline day. You never know, but I doubt it. I don't think there's been any bids. all the speculation has been around Arnie Engels and a bid coming in this afternoon for Arnie Engels more than anything. Keep an eye on the Hibs game in case the Huns slip up. I'll just wait to see the. I'm not going to look at the game. I'm waiting to see the scoreline change. Hopefully, but Hibs have just sold their best player, I think, in Bowie. So he's the one that could have done damage. But we'll wait and see. Just catching up with some of the comments. New manager will need 3 windows to at least just to build the team up. But the new manager, will he be given time? Do you know, will he be given time? Will it be a Wilfred Nancy scenario? Will it be Stevie Clark? Will it be Robbie Keane? Will it be Sean Maloney's old gaffer? We'll wait and see. 3 days after Stuttgart, we play the Huns at Ibrox. Tell me about it. Put out the rumour you're buying waffles from Belgium. It's breaking news. We're buying waffles from Belgium. Tell it's just crazy time, isn't it? And then come home with waffles from Farm Foods. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Big shout out to Stephen Johnson in the chat. Jesus. Engels off, Motherwell striker in. That could be a good one. John the truck driving legend is in the house. Hail, you got my VR. Looks like you're on a 100-inch TV from the best place on earth. And Dunfermline, the real capital of Scotland. And he's going to go for 3-0. Dunfermline is the real capital of Scotland. Dunfermline lost out to, and Edinburgh, St Andrews lost out to Edinburgh because of cash. It's the ancient capital of Scotland, the original capital, where 7 kings are buried. Dies Maida keeping the place for him, keeping him in the shop window. Surely that he's well enough known not to be in the shop window. Don't think that it's Arne's last action. You think that Arne Engels might leave? I can't see. If we let Arne go, I think that if we sell Arne Engels in this window, you could say goodbye to anything this season. You could say goodbye to anything this season. I think it's that would be the wrong player to sell from midfield. But you know the way that the board work, they will just look at the cash on offer, and if somebody comes in and offers 15 million for Arne Engels, the board will be like, mate, we're 40 million down. We're 40 million cash down this year on what we were last year. Do you know, we're going to be 40 million down next year again. It wouldn't surprise me if in the summer, Dies Maeda's sold for 10 million, Arne Engels is sold for 15 million, and Yang might be sold for 5 million, and Rio Hitate sold for 5 million also. New manager will need to get time and money for the total rebuild. Yeah, he will that. Maeda's only playing because he keeps getting selected. There's nobody better than him. That's the thing. There's nobody better than him. What management come to us this shit show of a board? Hopefully we'll get rid of board members before then. They can't survive this window. They cannot. You know they asked to be given time. They asked for us to let them rectify things. That was the Celtic statement put out. You know, let us make amends for our mistakes in the summer window, and they've not made amends. We were complete. Let's not even go down that road because we were stupid to take our foot off the pedal when it comes to the the ongoing campaign to get rid of the board. We've given them a month off, and we shouldn't have. You know, we've given them a month off, and they're sitting there pissing themselves laughing. Absolutely pissing themselves. We've got to accept what's ahead. Or as 3 teams will slip up. Martin Neal is good. Yeah. Motherwell will not sell their best player this window. No, they won't. Even if you went in for 7 million, I don't think that they would sell him. Baz, love the channel. Been a member for 14 months now. Watch every episode. Big love to you. Thank you for that, mate. Scotty boy. Dumbarton was the ancient capital. According to Gerard, Dumbarton was the ancient capital. Yeah, there was no kings buried in Dumbarton, but there we go. It's typical Scottish history. We all fucking just. It's never been a nation of people together, has it? I mean, you could talk about that shit all day long. It's never been a nation together. There's always been some fucking rats from one part of the country want to fuck over someone else. Such a Scottish thing to do, isn't it? Fucking fuck the fucking going to Edinburgh pricks. West Coast versus East Coast. And it's not in the Ratham style. Are we 3-0 win today? If anyone watched our last game against Falkirk Hearts, they will know that this is expecting us to need goals to win in the last 15 minutes. Don't say that. If anyone here still thinks 4 players are coming in, I've got a Nigerian bank account email to send you. Do you need to see it? Oh. That is pretty much it. Is big dispute was if the Bruce is in there, being in the Seven Kings, William Wallace's mother, and there's no William Wallace's mother's buried there, and I don't know, and I can't remember the Seven Kings that are buried there. You need to go to Dunfermline Abbey to see them all. Well, fucking who cares? It's fucking Jesus. Do you know what I mean? We can't even vote for our own independence. Never mind talking about kings for fucking all these years ago that fought for to keep away the English. Didn't get me started on that pish. That's why I fucking got out of the country. Can't even vote for their own independence. Fucking reprobates do that. Given a chance to vote for your own independence. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that pish, man. Anyway, get me started. Engels gives away too many fouls, leading to crosses and goals. Oh, God, don't start that nonsense. Engels' last game for Celtic today. He's off to Forest tomorrow. Cowden Beef's better than Dunfermline. Mate, you've got wee Jimmy's pub. That's all I'm saying. Don't know. Wee Jimmy's pub just puts Cowden Beef. Wait, you know it and I know it. There's far too many of them in Cowden Beef. Far too many. Still 0-0 in the other game in the SPFL. 4 bags of dung. Watch this space. That's what we'll get in. If we are offered 11 million for Engels, I'd sell him. I think you'll get more than that for Engels. I think that it'll be fifth. If Nottingham Forest are coming in It wouldn't surprise me. Don't be surprised. Don't shoot the messenger because this is just pure speculation. But don't be surprised if it's an offer in the region of 20 million for Arnie Engels from Nottingham Forest. And Celtic go, give me the cash. Since 2012, the board couldn't give a monkey's rat's arse. This is true, and they haven't done. We'll get one player in, another deal will fall through. Club will sell Engels, replace him with a loan reject. Yeah, it's looking like that. Perth, forgotten about as the capital. What a conversation that we went down into. I don't think Perth was the capital. It just had a certain stone, didn't it? And it's still to be said whether the stone in Perth at that spot is where the kings were made kings. Anyway, I think we sold the league to the other mobs. Yep. We need to get off this transfer talking after the game. We need to back the team. Loads of time after the game to in full time sack the board. Chance back on. Yes. I think the sack the board needs to change to do the right thing. Resign. I don't know. Sack the board. You can't sack the board. There's only one person that can sack the board, and that's Dermot Desmond, and he does not have the appetite or willingness to get rid of people that just say yes to him. What we need to do is put pressure on them, do the right thing, resign, ultimately, because until then, it's going to be very difficult to get rid of them. 18 minutes in, 17, 18 minutes in, still 0-0. I don't want to put it on because as soon as I put it on, that lot will score. I'm going to jump through these comments. I know what wee Jimmy's is, that's why I mentioned it, mate. Anyway. Best place in Scotland, Celtic Park. The only reason we're all here. Bring back Rocky. No, he's on an option to buy. He has an option to buy. No way. No way. Livingston manager David Martindale steps down. What? Really? No way. Crazy. Where are you seeing that? Livingston. Wow. Wow. Marvin Bartley. First team manager. David Martindale moving to a sporting director role. That's wrong. That's old. David Martindale has been moved into a new role with Livingston, becoming the sporting director, while Marvin Bartley takes over as manager. Why? What's that all about? That's dodgy. That's dodgy as anything. What is that all about? Martindale's now Livingston's sporting director. That's funny handshake stuff going on there. Complete funny handshake stuff. Bit bizarre. What's he been up to? What's he been up to? You don't just do that for no reason in the middle of the season. Not a chance. You don't do that in the middle of the season for no reason. Let's get back onto this. Interesting one. Would not sell Engels because we're not going to use the money we get for him. We'll get more money for Arnie compared to Rio and Maida. Yes, you will. Oh, definitely. Definitely. You get way more money. That's a given, that one. We lost out on the big money we lost out on the big money last summer. Right, what time is it? 23 minutes past. We've got 40 minutes until the game starts. Is that updated yet? Put that up there. For those that like to see the team. This means that there's no more comments go up on the screen. Previous games against Falkirk back in January, we beat them 1-0. It looks like that's wrong. Could that be the team? 4-4-2? Benji Negrin up front? Wow. Wow. 4-4-2 for Celtic. That would be interesting. Definitely interesting to watch anyway. Martindale would be better off as Livingston toilet attendant. Yeah. Why would he go upstairs in the middle of a season? That's all I'm saying. There's something. We all know that he's one of them. They're either covering up something or something dodgy about it. Right. Anyway, I am going to say big shout out to Thailand for checking. Let me just shove this up here just now. Coming from Thailand, Amsterdam, just south of Birmingham, Brisbane. Late night for them. Hail from Greenland, even though I don't believe that one. Melbourne, Australia, the holy city of Carfin. One of the best Celtic pubs at Carfin. Always a cracking. It was always great when you're playing at Motherwell, going to the Carfin Club. Absolutely brilliant. Big shout out to Magnus. Also, big shout out to Barry T. Big shout out to John, the truck driving legend. Also, I am going to go and. Shall we go just now? No, we'll hang on a bit for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll get some scran. Why is Andrew Mountbatten trending on Twitter? I can only guess. Oh. As it stands, Rangers are a further point ahead of Celtic. this afternoon. It's all we need, really. Just double check this. It's not 442, just a photo mob fuck up. No, I don't think that pulls the data from photo mob, but we can surmise. Martindale to Celtic, breaking news. No, that's not going to happen. Cooper was the capital before Dunfermline, Kirkcaldy. No pubs in Carford now, like everyone else. These places shut down. Is the Celtic Supporters Club that was there no still open? Is that shut down? Be a shame if it is. Showing my age now. The story about Mountbatten blown up. I know it's a Hibs club. I didn't want to say that. I know it's a Hibs club, mate. I didn't want to say that. Oh no. Right. Murray before Welsh. If Falkirk don't score at least 2 or 3 goals against them, Hibs are going for it. Should I try and put that game on? Camel 1 live. Let's try and get it on that. See if we can watch it. Probably a little bit behind. Oh, look, they're playing on their orange top. How cute. Go on, Hibs. Go on, score. Oof! Saved by the Rangers keeper. Saved by the Rangers keeper. Blingery is the capital of Scotland. Is that? It's also the place for the next big player to come out of Fife. Wait and see. Hey, Chris. It's a corner to Hibs. Corner to Hibs. Can Hibs get a goal? If they get a goal, I'm switching it off and I'm going to get ready for the game. Come on, you high bees. Oh, that was shite. Put it out wide. Cross in. Another corner to Hibs. Another corner. We'll end up with Kamoko Dumbelli. 5'2". Still 5'2". A lot in the box. Keeper punches it away. Nobody in the back corner. Should have been a throw in. Come on. Right, I'm not watching that. I'm switching that lot off. I am going to go and grab some scran. Why does it look like a rugby commentary thing up there? Right, I'm switching that game off. Can't stand them, can't watch it. I'll catch you all for the watch along. Make sure that you jump onto the watch along if you aren't going to the game this afternoon, if you are watching it on the telly, come and join in the chat on the watch along. And if I don't look at it, hopefully when I come back for our game, hopefully you never know, Hibs could be winning the game. Anyway, on that note, if I don't see you in the watch along, I'll see you on the video after for the full-time reaction. Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.